Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Bella here from Rachel Bella Crafts, and I've just come on now to show you briefly, or to actually make a start on how to make this cover. And a couple of people have asked me, yes, they would like to see how it was made. So I've managed to rummage through, because we're packing at the moment. We still haven't heard anything, so we're still not definitely moving, but that's by the by. So I'm just going to show you this. This is what I'm referring to. The cover I made for the collaboration, which is going brilliantly, by the way. And thank you all so much for your support and your encouragement and your lovely comments that you've given to Rachel and myself during this collaboration. Here she is. She's almost finished. I'm not going to do the flip through now, but this is what I'm referring to. Okay, and let's make a start. I hope you're all well. I'll just put that one up there at the moment. Hang on, things are moving around now. You can guarantee they will, can't you? Now, I've made a start because it's such a long process, but I'm going to run you through everything that I've done so far. This is what I was saying about batting, and this one I got from Hobbs Heirloom Natural cotton batting, sorry, and it's 36 inches by 45, and it's very good value. And I just got it from not eBay, the other one, Amazon. I got it from Amazon. You'll have to excuse me because we're having a few difficulties today with the estate agent, so I wanted to keep myself busy. So anyway, that's what I've used, and I cut this piece, and I'm just going to flip everything over because everything's in place for me to stitch. There's the batting, and I cut this, I believe it was 12 inches across and 9 inches depth this way. Okay, now I'm going to pull this back gently and show you what I put underneath. I cut the same size in a lovely piece of material that I was able to find downstairs because I'm packing, and so therefore I haven't got everything available. I was going to do it after I moved, but I think I'm going to need a rest after I move, and I'm trying to keep myself busy now. So I put one big layer of, let me just tell you, this material, this netting here is literally a netting curtain from a window that I managed to have downstairs in my room downstairs where I do store everything, which I'm not going to be able to do when we move, by the way, because the house is too small, but that's another story. So what I did, I got this great big curtain, which I put on the other side of the room, so I can't show you. It is massive, it's huge. And I'd already packed all my lovely laces like this. These are just scraps that I've got left, which will do things. And that was all I had. And I would have loved to have used something like this, but I didn't have enough of it. So what I've done, I've made do. So if you have an old net curtain, especially if they've got some scallops on the bottom, or ruffles or anything, cut it up, cut it in strips, because this was massive, it was huge. And that's the top part of it, and this is the scallop part down the bottom, where it would hang at the bottom of the window. Okay, so that's what I've done. I put one big piece down first to anchor everything. So that's on there. So that's the big piece. Then I've got rows. This is what I did on this one, if you can see. I'll show you on the back. There, look. All right. And I'd already packed the lovely lace that I had underneath there. I'd already packed that, so I could not use that, so I do apologize. Now, the reason I'm making this now today is because I am so grateful that I have reached 2,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I'm over the moon. I'm very emotional about it. So thank you all very much. So what I thought I would do, I'm not going to make a journal. I'm just going to make the cover. Now, you may not see all of it in action because I may stop the camera and I may just carry on and then bring you back in. I hope that's okay, but I will give you the instructions as we go along. So as I say, I've got the batting underneath. This is the piece that's going to go on top of the batting inside, okay? So that's another part of the material I've used. Let me just check that a moment. Another part of the material I've used, which I've ironed, by the way. I haven't starched it because I wanted it to stay nice and supple. So that's what's going underneath that on top of the batting inside. Okay, so what I thought we would do next, because there's a lot of things that I've got to do here, and I'm hoping to take you along with me, and I'm going to try and bring in my sewing machine. Now, if you don't like the sound of a sewing machine, then you can wind this on. I was going to stop the camera, but it will be quicker for me if I can just carry on with the video and not have to join two videos together. This is what I was thinking. So we'll see how it goes. It may not work. I may have to stop the camera anyway. But if you don't like the sewing machine, just turn down the sound. I'll just take that out of the way for a moment. And you can just watch in silence. I'll have to stand up and make sure you can see something. I'm on a wobbly table, sorry. That was wobbling, wasn't it? The light's not brilliant. If I turn it around slightly, that might be better for you. It's a funny angle for me, but it might be better for you. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start here at the top, I think. And I'm just going to do is one of those stitches that you go dot, 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 but it's like a zigzag, if I can explain it like that. Make sure the table's not. Now the table may shake a little bit. I hope I don't make a mess of this now on camera. Let me go to the edge, there we are. I'll do it as fast as I can. So I'm just joining all the layers together, which I think I've missed. So I may have to go back. Hang on a second. I should have done it from the other side, shouldn't I? See? It was going so well, wasn't it? Now where's my scissors? This is why I do everything off camera. Yeah, I went off the batting. So let's be sensible and turn it over and do it this way. Because you're not going to see much of the stitching. Watch I don't lose that thread there, otherwise that will disappear. There we are. So let's try it again and make sure that's not caught under there. And we'll keep checking, see? So do it on the batting side and then you should be okay. So we've all learned a lesson there, haven't we? Right, here we go. And I'm not going to stretch it, I'm just going to try and keep it as loose as I can. Keep it as straight as I can. I might need to take that pin out there. Just keep everything flat. If this works, it's going to be a miracle. I know what I've done. I puckered it now, haven't I? All right. Well, that's okay. I can gather that up under there. Not going to see that. So if that happens to you, just push it under the needle and it should flatten itself out. So there we are. That's fine. That's okay. You're seeing all the warts and everything now. And I'm going to go down the edge here. So I'll turn it round gently. There we are. You can see the stitching now, look. Okay, so I hope you're seeing this. Now I'm going to make sure everything is flat. Taking a chance here, aren't I? That one wasn't, it was caught. So, now this will be a miracle if this works. I usually do it on the top, but because the batting is smaller, I've had to turn it over. So I'll just check now everything's flat. If not, I'll have to unpick it. Nothing in life is easy, you've got to work at it, haven't you? Right, let's turn that round. Turn it over and see if everything's okay so far. Let me adjust that. show you what I'm doing. I'm going to pin those two together now to try and keep those from, yeah, if I catch that there, look, that should stop it flipping up, hopefully. And that should be okay there, but I will join those like that. So what I've done, I've caught the underneath one there, and hopefully that's going to remain flat. Okay. It's very technical, isn't it? But that's why I said on my video when I did it, it took me a long time to work it out and to do it the way I did it. So I am doing it differently actually, and the way I did it the first time was much easier because I did it in layers. But we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, I won't be showing this video, will I? Just watch that there. So far so good. Just cut that off in case it catches underneath. I hope you're all well and crafting along with the 100-day project and with the now it's Wendy's turn today, isn't it? And I haven't seen it yet, so that's my next thing to do, watch Wendy from Wendy's Journal Adventures. I've watched Wendy right from the beginning. I pray this is okay now. She's the one of the ones that I watched right from when I started, because she's absolutely amazing. She has so inspired me and lots of other people I know. It's okay, I'm gathering my pins. There we are. Ooh, I think it's worked. Oh my Lord, I didn't expect that to work like that. Somebody's looking after me. And because I've done that, I don't now have to go and stitch these on individually unless I want to. Because what I did last time, I just glued down. I could have put them on in layers, but I was being too lazy. But this is great. I'm really pleased with this. All right, so you're seeing this in action now as I'm going along. And I was being very brave doing that. So what I could do, trim that. And that's going to be like so. Okay. And I've already made this to go on the front. Now, I don't know whether I finished saying that this is the giveaway and a thank you for my 2,000 subscribers. So anyway, if I haven't said it, I'm saying it again because my brain's all over the place. And this will be a gift to the winner when I do it. So if you're interested in this and you would like to win this when it's finished, then what should we say? I love your cover, or even just the word cover. Perhaps we'll go with just the word cover. And if you have the word cover in your comment, then it will be picked up. Just the word cover, okay? So that's what I'm going to do. And I probably should write that down. Let me write it on here. Sorry. And that's the word I'll be looking for, cover. Not lover, cover. There we are. Thank you. And thank you all so much, because it just blew me away yesterday when it happened. And I know Rachel was excited as well, so... Okay, so there we are. Now, we're not going to get quilting on this, like I did on the other one, unless I go in... But of course I've done down the sides now, so I can't. What I should have done was just... If you want quilting, this is just a tip. If you want quilting, do the quilting before you put the lace down, which I could have done, but I'm taking shortcuts with this, aren't I? I'm being very, very naughty. So you could have gone just all over the place and done a lovely design on there with the backing on, and it would have come out nicely. But we could, no, I'm not going to mess about with that because I'm so happy with this. It's turned out great. So I'm going to put it like that and make sure everything is as it should be. So this is the actual shape here. Is there a right way and a wrong way? No, there isn't. So that's going to go on there. In which case, I could have sewn that straight on, couldn't I? You're all thinking this, aren't you? Why didn't I do it all together? Because I was thinking about the quilting, I think. I am a silly Billy, aren't I? The only other way I could do it is just to forget about this side and just quilt over it, but I don't think I want to. Unless I go in between there. I wonder if that would work. Because it does give you a lovely fluffy, you know, feel to the actual cover when you do that. If that doesn't work, then I'll have to make another one. I think I'm going to try that. Just sort of do a zig along there like that. It'll only be one way, but at least there'll be some quilting on there. Shall we try that? And I shall do it from the right side. So I'll make sure this is square. And I'll have to trim some of it down then. And pins I'm looking for. And I ought to pin it from the other side actually, where I'm not going to stitch. Another pin. Pin that there. That should hold it on. Let's bring this machine back over. I'll just check you're in shot. Yep, you are. Stop the table moving. And what I'll do, I'm just going to do a straight stitch, I think. And I'm just going to go like this, like a scallop. We could even follow the scallop there, but that would take me a while. But that's an idea for you. But then you won't have it flipping up. So I want there to still be movement with this. I didn't actually sew everything down. I'm just wondering whether to start at the top there. Sorry, I'm being fussy now, sorry. You must think I'm bonkers. Anyway, let's have a go. If this doesn't work, I shall make another one. Keep everything as flat as you can. And try and make swirls. And let's push that down a bit. It will get a bit puffy. All right. It's going to get a bit ooh, I like that. Ooh. Right. I think we're on a winner. See, now if I show you that side, you can see what I mean now. That's puffing up now, lovely. No, don't laugh, I haven't stitched around there, have I? But never mind, doesn't matter, we can do that afterwards. Let's just hope it all stays together properly. Well, you're seeing how I think. And sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't, but nothing is too hard and nothing is impossible. So just keep going. If you make a mistake, just keep going. I've told you this before. See, now that's fine. That's okay. Now, are we brave enough to do it again? Come on, let's have a go. Excuse me. So I'm going to start there this time. I'm going to just do a back stitch. I'm going to go round like that. Up there like that. Round there like that. Trying not to make it pucker too much. Like there, you see. Put your needle in if you want to turn it, and out you come. Now Let's see if that one worked. I'm getting excited about this. Ooh, yes, I do like that. I think it's going to work. Right, let's do the next one. You want to see the other side? There you go. That's fine. That's staying flat. That's okay. And I think what I'll do, I'll put a pin here, I think, just to keep it all from moving. Right, let's do the next one. I hope you're getting this. So I've done 2 rows. I've done one there, and I'm so glad I did it in straight stitch. Doesn't matter how, you know, curvy you make it, just don't have a straight line. Finish off down there, I think. That's it, back stitch. Hey, I'm so glad I tried this because that was a bit of a gamble, I gotta be honest. But it is working, so you can do it either way. You can either do it before or after. And then I'll show you then what pockets I'm going to put in. This might be a bit of a long video, excuse me, so I warn you ahead of time. Start this end this time. Keep everything as flat as I can. Yay, done. So let's have a look and we shall see how far we've got. And I'm going to have to take that pin out. There we go. So that's another way of doing it. And if you get a bit sticking up, don't worry about it. It's meant to be shabby. So I know now, you know, you've still got movement there, you've still got movement there, and you've still got movement here. Not so much there. But that doesn't matter, because we may put something else down there. We may. So that's why I didn't put the inside on. I was going to stitch this on, but it doesn't matter because I've got my glue gun by the side of me, and I'm going to, did I turn it on? Yeah, I think it is on actually, my little one. And I shall glue that on, and that will stay on with that. So I'll leave that there a moment, and we'll trim this up now with my best scissors. Says she, they're on the windowsill. Hang on. Here we go. So, sorry, it was caught in my skirt. Turn it over now. And everything, pick up the bits. In a way, I'm glad I didn't sew the edge in, because now I've got to trim it, haven't I? So here we go. I'm using my best scissors. Very difficult at this angle, but I'm doing my best. Can always tidy it up after, can't we? Right, there's one. Yep, that's fine. Don't cut that in, whatever you do. That's it. And I'll show you what I did on the other one, because I am doing this differently. Now, what I did on the other one, I put lace along here. But I think what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to cut this in half, I think, and just put that bit in there. So that bit's not long enough either, because I've packed everything, haven't I? The only other thing I could use, which came today, funnily enough, that might work. That might be nice inside. We'll see. Anyway, we'll think about that. So we're going to glue the topper on, and I'm just going to trim this bit, but I'm not going to take it right close, because it'd be nice to have a little bit of the lace poking out the top, I think. Do you like my scissors? I've had these, I think, I must have had these, I think, possibly 40 years, and they're still as sharp as the day I bought them. Because I used to do all my own clothes years ago, and I made my daughter's wedding dress. I've forgotten everything I learned now, mind, because it's such a long time ago, but that's fine, doesn't matter. Now, what I think I'm going to do here, I'm going to pin this down just to keep, well, that's a big pin, everything in its place. See, because it's gathered a little bit from where I quilted it. I know you quilters will be thinking to yourselves, what on earth is she doing? That's not quilting. But it's the way, I've never made a quilt, so this is how I'm seeing my way around it. So just bear with me. Now we'll get the machine back now. We'll go right round the edge of it now, because it's all trimmed up, okay? I hope I'm not confusing you in any way. And I'm going to move my glue gun out of the way, because that is on, and I don't want to burn myself. So hopefully you can see. Yep. Get the cotton down there. I'm going to start down the bottom, I think. And I'm just going to do I'm going to be putting some lace on there, so I'm going to leave the bottom bit. I'm just going to go up the side, because this is going to need tidying up. So don't worry about that, because we'll be putting pockets and lace on there, because remember, this is meant to be shabby. So, but I will go down the edges just to tidy this up. I'm feeling my way along now, where I can feel the edge. And I'm doing it this side because this side will show more than the side on with the lace. Alright? And I will be putting lace down the edge, so I'm not going to worry too much. There we go. Where did I put my scissors? There they are. There's lots of ways of doing this. This is the way that's just coming out of my brain at the moment. I did say it was a long process. I warned you. But if you know an easier way, then you go for it. All right? That's okay, I just want to make sure that's not going to pack on. That looks okay. Just making sure everything is down, and then you can do what you like to it after you've got everything in place. There we go. All right. Okay, let's move that over there a second. Take the pins out. Now then, if we're going to put lace on here, let's do it now, shall we? What did I say I was going to do? This one? I don't think I've got anything else left. So maybe what I could do is put two rows of this. The only thing is now I'm going back into the netting. I don't think it'll show, to be honest, but actually, no, I'm just going to put that one up the top. And then I can pop some glue under there if it sticks up. So let's put the edge there. So I know that's going to be tidy on the end there. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. So, and then I can put another row of, if I had it, I've got this one. These are the bits that I was able to find from my packing. And actually, I've got this one as well. But I think that one might... That would be nice, wouldn't it? So if I take off that brown bit there, I don't know why that's on there. It's not something I've done. Okay, and that can go on there. I'll just cut that bit off there so it's not in my way. And I'll cut that bit down there. Move that over there a second. Now this, I need this now to be in the right place. So I know exactly where I'm going to machine stitch. I don't mind this scalloped edge up here, but I do want it straight-ish. That's better. That needs to come down a bit. I'm going to pin it and then I'll check it, all right? And see how she's looking. Let's try that. That's too big, that one. I don't know where I got that one from. Now, what I'm thinking in my head is that I may just go straight. You see where these holes are in the embroidery anglaise? I'm going to go straight across those. Hopefully, she says. Well, that's starting to look pretty, isn't it? Do you know what? I might do the same on the other side. Were you thinking the same thing? Let's fluff it up a bit, shall we? And just use what you've got. Don't worry about going out and buying anything. I don't know whether I checked that. Let's put that on the other side then. I think, yeah, that's correct. So that can go there. There. Why not? Do you think that looks funny? I was just thinking it would match the inside, but actually I don't like it. I'm going to have to find something else to go up there. I may do a ruffle along there or something, or some other lace. I'm just trying to think. I was thinking of putting that inside, wasn't I? But this is white and this is like an off-white, so would that work, do you think? What if I just put that there? Hang on, I'm thinking on my feet now. Oh, guys, I've got this as well. But that doesn't really go with this, so I'm introducing two. Where's that other little piece I had? I flung it somewhere. Oh, here it is. When I think of all my laces that I've got in my boxes. What did I, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the one I've made. Come on, think on your feet now. What I've done there, I can see what I've done there. I put some lovely lace up above that. Yes. Oh, and that's that. Very similar to this that I put here, look. And they're all different actually, those. So it doesn't really matter what you use, does it? That's tucked under. So that's different to all of those, and that's different. So they are different. So it doesn't really matter. And what I've done inside, I put that lace that I was showing you just now on there. We are going to manage. We're just going to manage. So cream and white go perfectly. I know that. What else have I got? Now they're my pockets. No. And that piece isn't any good because it's not long enough. And I got loads of this in my box as well. That would have worked up there, wouldn't it, nicely? I'm kicking myself now for packing everything too soon. They're not going to work, are they? So we're going to have to... And I don't want to go and buy any more. No, I don't like that. So the only thing I can do is to do what I've done. Because actually, when you think about it, this is going to be here. I'm just wondering whether or not if I put that there like that, because I'm concerned about the raggediness at the top. And if I had some... No, I don't like that. That's not going to work. I need this sort of thing, don't I? Okay. This is going to have to be in 2 parts, and I'm going to have to open one of my boxes. I've already opened one for the batting, so it's not a problem. But this is coming together very nicely. So if I could find my box, I will. So I'm going to stop the camera now, and I'm going to be a good girl and go and open one of my boxes. Sorry about this.